All right, welcome back to the channel. So, it looks like Devin Haney, the new undisputed champion at 135, says that the walls are closing in on Gervonta Tank Davis, and he also lied about the sparring session that everybody's saying that Gervonta hurted him in. So, I'm definitely going to break this down to y'all. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. Please sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, and also share the video to get all your latest boxing news, and be sure to hit that bell icon to always stay notified as soon as I release the news when it comes out. And I want to give a shout out to all my brand new subscribers, huge subscribers I got last night. I went to bed and I gained 20 plus subscribers, and I really appreciate you guys for subscribing to the channel. It's really much appreciated. I'm going to try to do my best to keep this unbiased, to keep it at neutral. I might be a little bit of a fanboy at times because of some of the stuff that these fighters say sometimes, but I am going to try to keep it real and 100% facts, and to try to keep you guys notified as soon as I get these boxing news and updates. So let's get into this. Devin Haney recently was in an interview, and he says that he wants to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, and Gervonta Tank Davis does want to fight Devin Haney. Both of these guys is on record saying they both want to fight each other, but we know how the business of boxing is. And also, Devin Haney says the walls are closing in on Gervonta Tank Davis to fight him. And he also stated that Gervonta has lied about their glorified sparring session in the doghouse in Mayweather's gym. And we know that Gervonta Tank Davis was on $1 million worth of games. I forgot both of those guys' names, but shout out to them. And he says he wants to smoke. He wants to smoke with Devin Haney. He says, since you talking crazy, I want to fight you next. So we know that this is one of the second biggest fights in the sport of boxing, in the lightweight division, between Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, y'all know who I'm riding with. I'm riding with Devin the Dream Haney. I always admire Devin Haney. I always feel like Devin Haney is that alpha dog in the lower weight class division. And a lot of people feel like he does have to prove it. I have no problem if you guys saying Devin Haney still needs to prove himself, but just know he's gonna be out there trying to prove all y'all wrong. And I want to revert back to this sparring session, and we don't know what happened in Mayweather's gym, in the doghouse, whatever the case may be. I heard stories that Gervonta Tank Davis was almost knocked out. Devin Haney and AB and Floyd Mayweather, they had to step in because it was going to get to a point that Devin Haney could get hurt bad. And I think I heard it was Adrian Bronner and also Bill Haney. They had a side bet where whoever wins between Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis get the money and stuff like that. And Devin Haney also came out and stated that none of it's true. He lied. And now I know the second time Devin Haney fought him in sparring, I believe they fought 2 times in sparring, and Devin Haney says that he cleanly outclassed and outboxed Gervonta Tank Davis, and he said he made him quit. And that was really shocked me. And a couple months ago, I think a couple weeks ago, I made a video on Floyd Mayweather Sr. talking about how Devin Haney said it wasn't even close. It was a one-sided, lopsided victory. And I'm starting to take Devin Haney's word. 9 out of 10, the stuff that comes out of Devin Haney's mouth is true. Devin Haney's a bright young man. He has a big future ahead of him. He's one of the most, I'll say, most educated boxers, because if you ever see how Devin Haney talks, he talks very proper, and it sounds like he comes from a real good school, and it sounds like his father Bill Haney has did a very good job of teaching him how a real man should be in real life, how to do business, and all the great stuff that Bill Haney. And shout out to Bill Haney for teaching Devin Haney the ropes on being successful as a businessman and as a professional boxer as well. And I wish a lot of dads out there had a dad like Bill Haney. I personally wish I had a dad like Bill Haney that believed in me, but yeah, that just wasn't my case on that. But I feel like this sparring session between the two, we know whatever happened in that first sparring session, I don't know if it's on YouTube, whatever the case may be. I don't know how true it is that Gervonta Tank Davis almost knocked out Devin Haney. I don't know. Maybe Tank could potentially almost knocked out Devin Haney because Tank is that dude. I gave Tank a lot of props yesterday. I think Tank Davis is an underrated boxer. A lot of people underestimate Tank's boxing ability, and I don't want to underestimate Tank's boxing ability at all because Tank Davis has shown me in the Isaac Pitbull Cruz fight, when he's hurt, he's going to show you his boxing ability. He's going to show you the man that he is, the grit that he is, to show you, look, if I'm hurt, if I know my power is neutralized, I'm going to simply put on a boxing clinic and I'll box you and I'll punch you and I'll shoot you. And, you know, I'm not going to underestimate Tank Davis. I don't know what happened in that sparring session, but all I know is if it came from Floyd Mayweather Sr., one of the second biggest pundits in the sport of boxing that knows boxing very well, he said the second fight wasn't even close and stuff like that. And then I know this for a fact, that Gervonta Tank Davis says, look, let's have that get back. And also Gervonta Tank Davis says the reason why he lost was because he was coming off the plane and Mayweather had called him and says, look, we need to get you in the gym right now with Devin Haney. So I don't know if that was the case. Maybe Gervonta Tank Davis was maybe not in the mood to spar that day. I don't know what happened personally. Maybe you guys might have a bigger background, but according to what Devin Haney has said in an interview, he says that he lied about being hurt by Gervonta Tank Davis. And he says that basically the walls is closing in for a fight because we know that these two are eager to ready to get in the ring. Both of these guys are on record saying they want to fight each other. And I want to see the fight personally because these are the best lightweights. Well, actually, there's 3 more lightweights that are top tier. You can say Vasily Lomachenko, Devin Haney, and Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm not even including Ryan Garcia because that dude is a straight clown in the sport of boxing. All he cares about is his followers and losing followers, whatever the case may be. And you know, I feel like Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis is not going to happen at 135. I feel like it's going to happen at 140 because Devin Haney already stated that I don't know how much longer he can make lightweight, even though Devin Haney now at the point where he has to hire nutritionists to make the weight. Not saying that Devin Haney ain't disciplined. It's just the fact that Devin Haney is growing more and more as a grown man. You know, the more you age, the more your body is going to start developing, and Devin Haney is already outgrowing the weight, and he's going to be able to have to go up to 140. And Gervonta Tank Davis can fight at 140 as well because Gervonta Tank Davis has shown you that he can fight at 140 because he beat a bigger guy and a stronger guy with a little bit of boxing ability winning Mario Barrows and taking that regular title. So I would love to see these guys fight at 140 pounds, but due to the business of boxing, this fight's not going to happen because of money and the politics and stuff like that. But a couple weeks ago, the WBA was trying to order this fight. They're planning to order this fight between Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis. So hopefully they don't order the fight where Devin Haney has to be obligated to defend his rematch against George Kambosos Jr., which I made a video stating that George Kambosos Jr. has said that he's 100%, him and his team is 100% ready to activate the rematch clause, and they're going back in with the smoke. And I'm picking Devin Haney to just simply outclass George Kambosos Jr. I wouldn't even be surprised if Devin Haney beat him so bad to the point where they have to stop the fight. I would love to see it, but I know Devin Haney is just going to embarrass him for the second time, and George Kambosos Jr. is going to be irrelevant at that point because he just got 2 ass whoopers in a row. Hopefully Devin Haney whoops his ass again because all the stuff that George Kambosos is doing, he's doing all that capping, saying this, saying that Devin Haney's a rat, Devin Haney is selling chains. He's saying all types of crazy stuff, and you wind up getting your ass whooped in your home country and stuff like that. And I can't wait to see the fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney. The reason why, because I really want to see who is the best out of those two. Well, in the lightweight division, in my opinion, but we know that these guys are potentially going to move up in weight, especially for Devin Haney. I don't think that Gervonta Tank Davis will have any problem moving up in weight, whatever the case may be, and stuff like that. But don't be surprised if, let's say, if Devin Haney does win and the fight is at 140, you're going to get guys, a lot of Tank fans make up excuses saying, oh, well, Devin Haney didn't fight Tank at 135. So just be ready for the built-in excuse if one of these guys loses, whatever the case may be. Devin Haney fans do as well. Tank Davis fans do as well. I just support Devin Haney because I like the sweet signs of Devin Haney on how he boxes and how he just simply embarrassing people. That's just my opinion, and I like Gervonta Tank Davis, but I feel like Gervonta Tank Davis is going to have to make me a believer. I feel like Gervonta Tank Davis does have that equalizer to knock anybody out at any given round, any minute, any second, any given point. And I just simply ready to see this fight, but I know the business of boxing, with all the purse splits, with all the politics behind this fight. Mayweather Promotions, Gervonta Tank Davis signed back with Mayweather Promotions, and they're looking to get their maximum dollar out of Gervonta Tank Davis. And I'm not sure if Gervonta has signed back with Mayweather Promotions, whatever the case may be, because he was just on and off, so I don't know the situation that much. But I will be looking to make a video on that when news is released on that. But with that being said, guys, it looks like Devin Haney is calling out Gervonta Tank Davis once again. He says he wants that smoke, but the walls is closing in to fight me. And also, he says that he lied about the sparring session that Gervonta Tank Davis heard him, but he says that's not true. So who knows who's telling the truth in this debacle. So with that being said, guys, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.